The real estate market on Siesta Key is booming after the beach was recently named again the best in America.
With no real estate left to build on, companies are seeing sales at record high prices. ABC7's Jess Dowdrick joins us live from Siesta Key with more on the housing market there. Jess.
Good evening, Haley and Scott. Not only are homes being sold at record highs, there aren't very many of them to choose from. The number of homes on the market right now is what one real estate company is calling a record low, and they say a lot of that has to do with the national attention. If you're in the market for a home on Siesta Key, right now you only have 340 to choose from.
Usually we run 370, 380, 400.
About half of those are single-family homes. They're selling for anywhere between $412,000 to $17 million. The other half are condominiums. They're selling for anywhere between $256,000 to $4.3 million. Adam Robinson, owner of Key Realty, says property values continue to rise.
They've been going up on Siesta Key about 10% a year. At the end of May in 2015, the average price on Siesta Key was $504,000, $16,570, and $17,597.
Even at higher prices, the property is selling fast. On average, Robinson says Siesta Key homes are on the market for 60 days. There's virtually no land to build on left on the Key. So what's happening more often is
people are buying the homes to tear down the house and build a new house on the vacant lot. We're starting to see a lot of new construction on Siesta Key, again, especially in the lower priced older homes on the water.
Ann Frescura, executive director of the Chamber of Commerce on Siesta Key, says it's too early to tell what the long-term effects of the national attention will be. With Dr. Beach naming Siesta Key the #1 beach in the nation, this area could become a mecca for new homeowners, and that makes for good business for the island.
I think it does stand to reason when you're doing something extremely well, it does attract those who are like-minded.
The total number of homes sold on Siesta Key every year, that number's also on the rise. Right now, it's averaging at about 80 homes per month. That compares to 68 homes per month in 2016. Live on Siesta Key, Jess Dowdrick, ABC7, your Suncoast News.
Thank you, Jess. The owners of a tiki hut on Holmes Beach have been ordered to take it down. The tiki hut sits on top of a home on Bayview Drive. A neighbor recently complained to the city, saying the tiki hut could possibly damage some other nearby buildings if it was blown away by strong winds. The tiki hut is actually movable. The owner says she did not seek a permit because it wasn't meant to be a permanent structure, but she says she is working with the city to get the proper permitting. The building department has given the owner until June 21st to remove it.
Over the past 5 years, Sarasota County has been increasingly adding roundabouts, and now even more are on the way. Construction on 2 new roundabouts at intersections along US 41 in Sarasota will begin this fall. Traffic planners favor the design as a way to enhance traffic flow and reduce the number of serious accidents. However, not everyone is convinced they will help here on the Suncoast.
You would avoid severe crashes, somebody running a red light and they T-bone into another car, so you don't have that situation.
We also have the second oldest age in all of Florida as far as drivers are concerned here. They know nothing about how to get around, who has the right of way or anything in a roundabout.
Tonight on ABC7 News at 7, we'll break down the basics of driving on a roundabout and hear why traffic officials are making the case for them.
Right now, state transportation officials are explaining to Venice residents what they can expect when an almost $3 million project gets underway. The Florida Department of Transportation says crews will make repairs to this Circus drawbridge on the South Island of Venice. They will paint it, they will make some small repairs and replace the bridge deck, also the sidewalk. The project will begin in late June or early July and should be complete by the fall. You can learn more about this project at a public meeting. It is going on right now until 6:30 at the Venice Community Center.
And right now, a lot of people are driving through the rain.
Yeah. It kind of came out of nowhere, Bob. I mean, I know you were probably seeing it on the radar, but for others who saw sunny skies may have been surprised.
Yeah, showers and storms are going to be like this too, Haley, for the upcoming days. We'll start off with some sunshine mixed with some clouds, and then clouds will increase, and you won't really see the storms until later in the afternoon, and they'll move across the state as they had today. The East Coast breeze making it all the way over and then colliding with the West Coast breeze right at the coast and really firing these storms off. Showers and storms are up and down the coast. The news is, look at the lightning. It's decreased in intensity. That's a good sign, indicating the storms are not growing to massive storms, so no severe weather anticipated. But the rumble of thunder still being heard in places like Northport that had the heaviest rainfall by far. Up near Bradenton, Palmetto, Lakewood Ranch not getting as much now, but they had some heavy weather just about a half hour ago. It's still light to moderate there. You can see downtown Sarasota getting some rainfall. Yesterday they didn't get much at all with the storms. Bradenton and Palmetto did, and also now near Cortez and Longboat Key Pass. Down south in Nokomis, just north of Nokomis and south of Osprey, some heavy rainfall there. More on the way as it heads off to the west, but the trend is for these storms to weaken somewhat as they make their way out into the Gulf of Mexico. More rain in store for us. We'll have the details on that coming up in a few minutes. Back to you.
All right, Bob, thank you. Now to a developing story in Putnam County, Georgia, where a manhunt is underway for 2 inmates who killed 2 correctional officers. The Georgia Department of Corrections has identified the men as 24-year-old Ricky DuBose and 43-year-old Donnie Rowe. The Putnam County Sheriff says the 2 inmates overpowered the correctional officers around 6 o'clock this morning while they were being transported to a work detail. Prisoners then stole a dark green Honda Civic. Authorities say both subjects are now armed with the officers' handguns. A $60,000 reward is being offered for information leading to their arrests.
Former pro football star Michael Irvin says he had no sexual contact with a woman who has accused him of sexual assault. The 27-year-old woman says it happened when she visited Irvin in his hotel room in March. Irvin is from Fort Lauderdale. He was in town for a family member's birthday. Today, Irvin's attorney said the evidence proves his client is innocent.
All of the evidence affirmatively shows that Michael Irvin is innocent and that this case should be declined by the Fort Lauderdale Broward County State Attorney's Office.
The Fort Lauderdale Police Department has closed its investigation into Irvin, and they've turned their findings over to the State Attorney's Office.
Uber's CEO will take a leave of absence and let his leadership team run the company. The announcement comes as former U.S. Attorney General Eric Holder's firm released a list of recommendations to improve Uber's toxic culture. ABC's Danya Backus explains the possible changes.
A shakeup at the world's largest ride-hailing company. Uber CEO Travis Kalanick announcing he will take a leave of absence for an unspecified amount of time. In a memo to the company saying, "I need to take some time off of the day-to-day to grieve my mother whom I buried on Friday. And if we are going to work on Uber 2.0, I also need to work on Travis 2.0 to become the leader that this company needs and that you deserve." The announcement coming on the same day as a released list of recommendations to improve Uber's toxic culture. Former Attorney General Eric Holder's firm hired to investigate Uber's workplace after former engineer Susan Fowler posted a blog in February accusing the transportation giant of turning a blind eye to sexual harassment. After interviewing 200 current and former employees, the firm released a 13-page document of recommendations, including things like relieving Kalanick of some leadership responsibilities, shifting them to a chief operating officer and other senior managers, use performance reviews to hold senior managers accountable, and the word diversity appears 42 times, with the firm saying the workforce needs to be diverse from the top down. The big question now is, will Travis Kalanick return to the company's top spot after this leave of absence? Just last week, the company fired 20 people, including some managers, at the recommendation of another firm. Danya Backus, ABC News, Los Angeles.
Still to come in your Suncoast News tonight, pesky bugs.
Which insects have the most dangerous bites and tips on how to protect yourself. That's straight ahead.
They're coming from Tampa, Fort Myers, even Orlando. They're coming from everywhere for the Sarasota Ford Promise. Our promise means a new car you'll love. If not, return it for one you do. At Sarasota Ford, we promise live market pricing. We monitor national pricing on our entire inventory, so you get the best deal. In fact, we guarantee it. Bring us any competitor's ad, and we'll beat it by at least $1,000. That's why they're coming from everywhere to Sarasota Ford, where 41 meets 301. SarasotaFord.com.
The official salon of ABC7.
At At Tidewell Hospice, we know it's never too late to say thank you to our military veterans. The Tidewell Honors Veterans Program has provided care to more than 13,000 military families since 2008. Tidewell volunteers help honor veterans through special pinning ceremonies that demonstrate our appreciation for the freedom our veterans fought to defend. If you know a veteran who can benefit from end-of-life care, call or visit tidewell.org today. Tidewell Hospice. It's more than you think.
Need more space in your place? The More Space Place can help with Murphy beds that disappear to reveal a home office, living room, or den. Custom closets with designated areas for your shoes, bags, wardrobe, and accessories. Custom-built entertainment centers, garage storage systems, and more. The More Space Place has 3 showrooms next to Sonny's on US 41 South in Sarasota, on Lakewood Ranch Boulevard just south of State Route 64 in Bradenton, and on Tamiami Trail next to Panera Bread in Port Charlotte. Put more space in your place at the More Space Place.
It's Lincoln's summer sales event here at Alex Karras Lincoln. Drive a brand new 2017 Lincoln MKC Sports Utility for $249 per month or 2017 MKZ for $299 per month. We are proud to introduce the newest addition to the Lincoln lineup, the all-new 2017 Lincoln Continental. We have a great selection and ready for immediate delivery. Alex Karras Lincoln, affordable luxury, winner of the prestigious 2015 President's Award, serving Florida's Suncoast since 1978. We are located 2 miles north of the Sarasota-Bradenton Airport on US 41.
Get ready for the most hair-raising event of the summer. Belt Entertainment and the Ringling Museum present international circus superstar Bello Nah in Incredibello, a gravity-defying, laughter-inducing, super stunt performance live at the historic Oslo Theater. Don't miss out on the must-see event of the summer, Incredibello, playing June 13th through July 29th. For tickets, visit ringling.org today.
This summer, chances are you will get bit by some kind of insect. Most bites or stings result in mild local reactions, but ticks can infect you with Lyme disease, and mosquitoes can transmit West Nile or Zika. Kim Hutcherson has tips on protecting yourself.
The warmer temperatures of late spring and summer mean more outdoor activities, so make sure you and your loved ones are protected against insect bites and stings. Here are some tips from the American Academy of Pediatrics and the CDC. Avoid sweet-smelling sprays, lotions, or hair products when outdoors. Wear insect repellent containing DEET, but don't apply it more than once a day, and don't use it on children younger than 2 months. Never spray repellent directly on your face. Use your hands to apply it, and avoid the mouth, eyes, and ears, along with cuts and irritated skin. Never allow children to handle or apply bug spray. Use soap and water to wash repellent off as soon as you come back indoors. If a rash or other reaction develops, call your healthcare provider if it's mild, or call the Poison Control Center for guidance if it's severe. If you have concerns about using DEET, ingredients like picaridin, oil of lemon eucalyptus, and IR3535 are alternatives. And if you prefer to go chemical-free, hats, closed shoes, long pants tucked into socks, and a long-sleeve shirt can help protect you from a variety of insects. For today's Health Minute, I'm Kim Hutcherson.
And now we'll head over to Bob. And Bob, we know when it rains, you get this standing water. Mosquitoes like to breed in that, so you have to get rid of it once it stops raining.
That's right. Good thing to do, too, is when you're mowing your lawn, if you have the chance to, when the skies are a little bit less active, empty out the water that you see lying around in some of the items that you may go across and see on your yard, or even helping out with your neighbor's yard. I did that today. Lakewood Ranch webcam showing some clouds and showers earlier today, kind of gathering, and then showers turning into lightning storms right there at 5:10. A rather impressive looking lightning strike. Cloud to ground, and only about 20% of the lightning that occurs goes from the cloud to the ground. Most of it's intra-cloud lightning, but we saw that one bolt right there. And now still some rainfall around Lakewood Ranch. It's not as intense as it once was, but we have high pressure east of the state that's pumping up this warm tropical air. Just enough heating of the day with a little sea breeze developing, converging right there and causing the showers and storms to eventually break down that west coast sea breeze and march off into the Gulf of Mexico. Now you can see the rain is not nearly as intense as it once was, with the lightning calming down a bit. So we are looking at a few lightning strikes still occurring, 1 or 2 in the Manatee County. Still some moderate rainfall to heavy rain at times from Parrish all the way down into Bradenton, Oneiko, Bayshore Gardens getting some rainfall there. Holmes Beach near Cortez, and right there near, looks like Longbow Pass, some showers south of Osprey and between Venice now. This heading in that direction toward Venice. You can see a couple of lightning strikes there just within the last few minutes, and then some in Northport. Northport by far getting hit the hardest this afternoon with the heaviest rainfall and the more frequent lightning. A little bit further inland, that's where the two breezes kind of met right there, and that's where the real deep convection starts to develop, and then it eventually works its way toward the Gulf of Mexico. So we're in for some light to moderate rainfall and not as intense as storms, I think, over the next hour or so, and then things will start to calm down a little bit. There'll still be rain around up until about 9 o'clock. 73 degrees. We have some thunderstorm in progress now at the airport. That was about 20 minutes ago. Dew point is at 70. Winds are out of the east-southeast at 9 now, and the pressure 30.04 inches. The high today was hot, 91 degrees, 75 the morning low. Both those numbers a couple degrees above the average, 98 the record. And no rainfall officially at the airport right now. We're getting that rainfall tally right now as it has been raining there for the past 20 minutes. And the rainfall forecast for Wednesday, you guessed it, more storms in the offing in the afternoon and evening as a result of that southeasterly wind flow, which will continue to bring us a chance for showers and storms, it appears, over the next 7 days. It's not going away anytime soon, and it looks as though we will see a little bit of a sea breeze developing in the afternoon, both on Wednesday and Thursday, which always favors that convergence setting up right near the coast. Now, the RPM forecast model, this particular model showing the showers fading off into the Gulf after, say, 9, 10 o'clock. And then tomorrow, this particular model does not depict as much activity in the afternoon. I still think there'll be storms around, which will progress toward the west coast there. And Thursday, similar conditions are anticipated. We are continuing to watch, however, a tropical system that may be developing down in the Western Caribbean. We'll talk more about that coming up at 6 o'clock. But look at these temperatures, how hot things are. 96 in St. Louis. It's 90 in Detroit. It's hotter there today and again St. Louis than it was here along the Sun Coast. For boaters, seas will be just 2 feet or less. A light chop out there. Tides upcoming. Low tide 11:14. Sunset at 8:26 tonight. Strong storms and then ending later on. 73 for your low. Tomorrow, partly sunny to mostly cloudy. 88 for your high. Afternoon storms are in the forecast through the next 7 days. Father's Day has been extended, it looks like, into Monday. No, it hasn't. It's Sunday, but we'd like to go all the way into Monday. Back to you.
Why not? Might as well. Thank you, Bob. Now to Suncoast Traffic Watch. Slow going on I-75 tonight. It is backed up in the northbound lanes from Clark Road north to University Parkway.
There's an effort in Washington to help seniors struggling with hearing loss. Suncoast Congressman Vern Buchanan says he's co-sponsoring legislation to make hearing aids more affordable. Buchanan says the Over-the-Counter Hearing Aid Act would drive down costs by allowing people with mild to moderate hearing loss buy hearing aids without a prescription. The bill could bring the cost of a pair of hearing aids down by hundreds of dollars. According to Hearing Loss Association of America, around 86% of people who would benefit from hearing aids do not get them, primarily because of the cost.
Entertainment news coming up next.
There are many choices when it comes to AC companies. Our advice? Choose a company that performs employee background checks and is licensed with top manufacturers like Daikin. Daikin offers a 12-year parts and labor limited warranty. For better comfort and value, call Elite Heating and Air.
Hi, I'm Chef Judy. Every Wednesday morning, I'll be with the chefs at the Publix Aprons Cooking School serving up the most wonderful dishes. Watch Aprons in the Kitchen every Wednesday on ABC7's Good Morning Suncoast.
Is your old garage door stuck or broken? Would a new one give you a lift? Let Precision Door Overhead Garage Door Service of Sarasota come to the rescue with prompt and affordable repair service. Replacement doors come with an array of styles and colors, and they are rated to meet and exceed Florida standards. From estimates to installation, your satisfaction is our priority. If you're not 100% satisfied with any product, service, or installation, we will make it right, because Precision Door Service is a name you can trust.
Whether a family member needs a little extra help around the house, assistance recovering from a hospital stay, or someone to check in on them throughout the week, Right at Home's in-home care is the answer. Your loved one deserves the right care, and now we need caregivers to help give the right care for the right reasons, the right way. At Right at Home, we're one of the only private home health agencies in this area with the opportunity to earn paid time off. If you're someone who loves helping people, take a look at our website and click on Jobs to join our team today.
Why settle for less? Get more for your money at Sunset Subaru in Sarasota. Subaru is the best overall brand for 2 years running and the most trusted brand for 3 years running, according to Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com. Right now, you can lease one of Subaru's most versatile vehicles, the Subaru Crosstrek, for as little as $189 a month, or get 0% financing with complimentary maintenance included. Get more for your money. Go to Sunset Subaru in Sarasota.
What's a nice Jewish girl to do when she can't introduce her WASP boyfriend to her conservative parents? Hire an actor. Hilarious and insightful, Bo Jest is at the Player Center June 14th through the 25th, and it's your ticket to a sizzling summer. Call the Players at 365-2494 or visit theplayers.org. Don't miss Bo Jest.
There are many choices when it comes to AC companies. Our advice? Choose a company that performs employee background checks and is licensed with top manufacturers like Daikin. Daikin offers a 12-year parts and labor limited warranty. For better comfort and value, call Elite Heating and Air.
The jury in Bill Cosby's sexual assault trial is still deliberating and asking the judge more questions.
The jury wants to know what "without her knowledge" means in one of the 3 counts they're weighing against the comedian. Jurors asked about the phrasing this morning, but the judge said he could not define it for them. Cosby is charged with drugging and molesting Andrea Constand at his Philadelphia home in 2004.
NBC and Megyn Kelly are defending her interview with controversial media figure Alex Jones. Relatives of those killed in the Sandy Hook shootings have called on NBC not to air the interview. That's because Jones called the shootings a hoax. In a statement, Kelly says she finds Jones's thoughts on Sandy Hook, quote, revolting, adding that the interview is intended to challenge him on his views.
A settlement has been reached involving Rolling Stones' discredited story about an alleged gang rape at the University of Virginia. The fraternity involved had sought $25 million, but instead agreed to settle for $1.65 million. The frat says it plans to donate some of that money to groups that provide sexual assault awareness education, prevention, training, and counseling services.
Famous daredevil clown Bello Knock is back on the Suncoast to perform a special circus show this summer. You can catch the show Incredibello at the historic Oslo Theater in Sarasota now through July 29th. It includes a high-wire act, juggling, aerial arts, magic, illusions, a lot of laughs, of course, because Bello is quite funny. The 1-hour performance is shortened. It's a shortened version of the show that Bello performed on Broadway. Also a great length for kids. It's hard to get them to sit for much longer than that. So I think that's a perfect way to get out of the heat or the rain, whatever we might be dealing with on that summer day, and go check that out.
We have tickets for this weekend. Can't wait to see it.
Can't wait to hear about it.
We'll be right back with more news.